Don't worry. Never say die. See, I told you I was a great one. No, wait, no!
Okay, guys, welcome to TGIF. Well, it's Thursday, but yeah, welcome to TGIF.
Doesn't feel like it, right?
No, well, I mean, TGIF means the Gamers Industrial Focus.
Right.
Not think it's Friday. Yeah.
We should actually host it on a Friday as well.
I
next
want
time.
to maybe next
Yeah.
time. Let's do that.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, let's have more people, and then we can do it on Friday, and we can go.
Let's do
somewhere.
that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's chill everybody, because right now I think we can have more people.
Maybe then could be like someone else lah, a
Yeah.
talent
Someone else or
that I'll
talent.
introduce you for
Yeah,
sure.
and then we can play some games, and then they can trash me. And
We should
then-
play some games with the viewers though. I think that would be quite nice.
Yeah, that'd be quite nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, a very good evening. My name is JF. And, I'm from Team Victor, and next to me is Mr. Billy Soo.
Hello.
All right. So Billy, you are the talent manager for Gushcloud for gaming.
Yeah.
Then you are also the co-founder of Team Almghty.
Correct.
Would you like to give yourself a nicer introduction than what I'm doing?
Introduction. Well, I think introduction. Well, you've pretty much said it all. But Almighty,
Okay.
I think, is my how should I say this? It's a 3 years in the making kind of project,
Wow.
right? So I would say co-founder, yes, but I'll definitely owe tons of that work to Gushcloud for, of course, making all these things possible.
Okay.
Yeah, and of
okay.
course yourself for arranging these things. Yeah.
No. I'm just a con man conning you guys here to have
You
fun.
shouldn't
with
say it
you.
on public.
Yeah, but well, no, we have so you have done a short introduction. Okay, but how do you get into esports?
Well, esports.
Mhm.
Well, do you want a long version or the short version?
Up to you, man.
Okay, maybe the long version since we have
Alright.
some time, right?
Yeah, precisely.
Okay, so I think esports, or should I say gaming, has been always a focus of mine. All along, I love to play games. I guess that's why my studies failed a bit, and some concern from my parents. But it really traces back down to, I would say, 4.5 years ago, when a game like PUBG Mobile came about. For those people that don't know what PUBG Mobile is, it is basically a battle royale game that was from a PC version, and it got ported into a mobile version. I got crazy addicted into that, and eventually, long and short of it, I became part of a clan, like just a casual clan. It wasn't much, right?
Okay.
But one thing led to another, and to spare every viewer here the long version, eventually I became one of the leaders in the team, and back then I was a full-time financial advisor.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was. So that was a good 1.5 years of just in and out of appointments. It's not an easy industry, right? For
Yeah.
those people that have heard of this job. And one day I was just so tired, right? I went for like 3 appointments. I closed nothing. And money out, nothing in. And I went back, I lie down on my chair. I just came back from Sembawang. That was actually the second time I went to Sembawang, Jinfu.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
and the third time was a couple days back.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I came back, I was so tired, exhausted, right? And I realized maybe it's time to do something that I'm really passionate about. And so I posted on a group chat. I say, guys, let's make this a business. And I guess they took me for real. and I came up with a deck, I decided to just try this out. And we started a business really up from nothing, right? We didn't really have resources. We didn't really have any manpower. I was driving it alone with two of my partners. But my two partners had full-time jobs. I was the main pilot, so I didn't really have a co-pilot per se. Maybe a first officer helping me every now and then. And yeah, I mean, that was 2 years in the making until this point. But very fun, I would say. Managing teams, I think today is the main team is managing teams. And I guess I would love to share, right? Of course,
Yeah, precisely.
how this journey has been for someone that has no really true prior experience. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So sorry if I'm very busy because I'm really very busy. I'm running the sound, the image and everything. So he's just here to distract everything. I'm here to run everything. So
Yeah.
but how? Okay. So you introduce like how do you get into gaming and everything, right? So I guess that's also the part where you also founded your team, correct?
Yeah. Initially, the team was called Divinity Esports. I think that esports team was really the brainchild of a casual clan trying to hit it big at esports. I think we did experience fair success. We were one of the best teams in PUBG Mobile Singapore.
Wow.
But that was not sustainable, right? It was just simply I would say a very brick and mortar system. You find players, a lot of manual work, you go for competitions, you did not have any scale. So it was just all unscalable workflow. And I guess if you don't level up from that, you always get stuck at that level. And I think many teams in Singapore and I would say around the world are facing that issue, right? Because they're not reusing resources properly. So they end up just managing teams lah. And you never really level up above managing teams. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay. I mean, wow. Okay, we're gonna be very nice, polite people, and let's go and say hi to everybody who is on the podcast. So, all right, Bing Yao, good evening. Good evening to you too. And then of course we have hi.
Peter.
Hey, Peter. Peter, he's a tech reviewer from Thailand.
Right.
Yeah.
Sawadee-krap.
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 All right, then Brandon. Brandon, I need a new monitor from your company. Can sponsor?
Along the way, buy one get one free. Please give me one too.
Yeah. So Brandon is from Atomos. They do all these high-end broadcast kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I'm trying to, Brandon, I need a monitor free. Thank you. So I'm shameless about that. All right. So actually, it's not easy to manage a team, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, do you ever like compare this right with a soccer thingy?
In fact, that's a very good question, Ting Fu. And I think you got it spot on. The way I looked at managing teams and managing talents, it doesn't mean just teams, because every team is still broken down into each individual talent.
Okay.
A team is of course a strong makeup, but if players leave every now and then, the team is of course unstable. So everything comes back down to talent management. Yes, to your answer, we modeled it based on, of course, the current talent agency, based on how football players are managed, how teams are managed. It's a brand first kind of concept. It's all brand play as well. You don't build a brand, everything will still fall back down to the very casual and monotonous kind of esports format.
Okay.
You just rely on winnings and then more and more winnings and more winnings. You don't really hit scale in any way. Yeah.
So you are well, actually that's very interesting because I guess modeling esports management of the soccer would be a lot more sustainable because I mean look at the big teams in EPL.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is, and these teams did one good thing, right, which is not to look at it product first, it's brand first. So they built the main IP. They built let's say Man U, right?
Yeah.
Manchester United, although they are not on the top ranking boards, they are the fourth team. They struggled to get back into the top four. Sorry if there's any fans of Man U. Nothing personal. They did a good job, by the way. But yeah, exactly. Just to your point there.
Okay, let's say hi to more people. Oh, okay. So yeah, Brandon, you're spot on. New Year Cup color.
That's his.
Yeah. I'm just testing out. Let me know whether you guys like it. And then Malcolm from SSL Asia. Wow, dangerous to say hi. Malcolm, please sponsor. Thank you. No, don't need sponsor. Just give us a product. Thank you. Haha. And then Raymark. Raymark is a very big KOL from Malaysia.
No way. Hi.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
he has around more than 300,000 followers on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And he is famous for being able to like play any tune by listening to it once. so yeah. We have a lot of happening people watching. Guys, drop the comments, say hi if you're there. Say hi to all of us. Okay. You never know. We might give a token of appreciation or a lucky draw maybe later. If you just comment more, be active, and then BD will choose someone, lucky someone, and then if you are not chosen, then go blame him, not me. Okay, he's the one who's choosing.
Hey, please don't put my socials on here, man. Do you tag me? You did, right?
Yeah, I did.
Ah,
I
man.
did. Hey, oh my God, Raymart is now 400. Sorry, bro. Now Raymart is 400,000 worth of fans.
Oh, that's insane. When did you start doing content, right?
Yeah, now it's the time for us to interview.
Interact,
to interview our guys.
So this podcast is actually not us. It's actually them.
Yeah, it's actually them. Yeah, so that's quite cool. Hey, hi Wilson. Yeah, Wilson is a very good videographer. Then
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So okay. So I have actually had someone who actually sent a whole lot of questions. So I was very happy. Because I do not need to do anything. I just read the questions. But getting back to Raymark. Raymark is the earliest guy who started YouTube in Malaysia in 2006.
Wow.
Where were you?
I was only 12. I was in P6. I was probably just immersed into gaming, not knowing that I would still be in the gaming career. But yeah.
I just graduated from university. Oh my God, I feel old. Yeah, okay, gosh. Age review unknowingly. Okay.
You count back. Wait. So it's 20.
Okay, no. Okay, I am. Okay, the reason why I wear orange, right?
Yeah.
Is because orange is the uncle color.
I'm counting, by the way.
No. Don't count. Okay, orange is very uncle-ish, very uncle laws. Okay, so one question by some of the fans, how do you actually find the team members? Do you like go to school and then hey bro, you want to play game? Hey babe, you want to play game?
So we started off right to that question, right? We started off as a Facebook clan. And in fact, I didn't find it. I found that group. I applied for the group. It was just simply put my/SG PUBG mobile community.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't play alone.
Okay.
PUBG is like a game of 4, right?
Yeah.
Team of 4. So
correct.
playing alone is so boring. So I decided to just find some mates to play with. And it wasn't even like an esports setup. It was just a community setup.
Okay.
So after a couple of months, eventually someone invited me in. And this person that invited me in is also one of the co-founders of my earlier esports pro team called Divinity Esports. But, long and short of it, we don't really find. They often find us. We do have recruitment drives every now and then. But we don't have much success. Purely because we are not big enough for that scale.
Okay, like what happened during the recruitment drive? Like, okay, now everybody take out your handphone. Please tap.
We just post.
No?
We just post on our socials like Facebook.
Okay.
And then we try.
Okay.
Normally, a very honest number is like 4 to 5 people applying it, and 99% of the time they aren't very good either. So we somehow just don't put our time and effort there. Normally we hunt players. But PUBG Mobile is a very, very tough uphill battle, I would say, because in my opinion, just every game is 100 players? Not 100 players, like 16 teams of 4. It's not like playing football, or it's not like playing a 1v1 kind of one team versus another team. Because when you play 1v1 or 5v5, whatnot, like Dota, right? Or CS, right? It's just 50% chance of winning. If you just break it down to probability, both teams being equally good.
Yeah.
PUBG, there's like zones, there's circles. So we've got lucky. The players come to us. That's the answer.
Okay. Because I thought like you were talking about auditions. I thought you were like, okay, guys, this is a keyboard. You'll test your how many times you can.
Oh no.
No.
Because our team, Almghty, we were founded on a basis of playing only mobile games.
Oh.
So it's simpler,
Okay.
easier to manage. It doesn't require so much elements lah.
Yeah.
If it's PC, you have so many things you need to look at. And even if the player is good, does the person have to set up for it? So a young organization won't be able to take care of that.
Yeah.
Too much money out.
True. I guess okay. Like recently, we're doing. I always like to do a lot of surveys and market research. And to be honest, a lot of people are actually playing games on mobile. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have some friends who blew like thousands of dollars on their PC, but
yeah, nowadays because of COVID, right? It's gonna be more expensive, no doubt. Chip shortage, and it normally costs you last time maybe a setup 1,500, 1,600.
Oh,
now it's gonna cost you 2,200 to 2,500. So for all PC gamers, it's time to convert into mobile gaming.
And buy
it's
a Mac.
cheaper and easier to play.
Yeah.
You can be a pro easily. PC very tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what the experts say. So I'm not the expert.
Join me.
Yeah.
Join me in the revolution of mobile gaming.
Okay, so let's go and put some comments on. Wilson, nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you too. Let's makan soon. Let's have food someday. Ray Ma, oh my God, Charles. Yeah, Ray, we need. Maybe I'll bring him to KL to meet you, and then we can do some great shit. And then Malcolm, but GF still looks young. It's the lighting. It's the camera. It's the filter. Actually, not really. I never apply any filters.
You wanna do some sales for your lighting?
No, it's okay. Then Wilson, the sound quality looks nice.
It's good.
Thank you.
It's really good.
And Rema, super amazing. You are the super amazing. Then Yinglong, hi everyone. Hello. Yeah, then Rema, the controls are tough too. I think it refers to some of the games. Yeah, so
it is. But I mean, like nowadays we don't have that much time to play like games really lah.
Yeah.
So that's why we just pick up the phone on the go, play some games. I love gaming, but I thought joining the esports and the pro gaming community, making a business out of it means I can play for a living. Nah,
okay,
it's not true.
It's more of
it's the opposite.
It's the opposite, right? You are like people are playing games, you're like the janitor, you're the pakao liao. You're doing everything, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me clear some of the comments. Malcolm, how many question marks do you give up every game? I think that's a very, very gamer kind of.
How many question marks do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, I mean,
Why am I not
okay.
catching
So Malcolm plays Dota.
Okay.
He's those kind of toxic player that you hate.
Shit. Oh no.
So he's like like kill him, then you question mark, that kind of thing.
Oh.
That kind.
Okay. For people here that, what do you think about me? Do you think I am a toxic player, or do you think I'm a very kind player? You just think about it, and I'll give you an answer in a bit. I was a toxic player.
Oh.
I think up until
like the
oh, very toxic. Like when I started my gaming I won't say career, right? I guess the experience. I played CS Go. Back then it just launched. I played Dota 1, then Dota 2. And I was the kind that I lost friends over gaming. Like
oh my God.
Like real friends perhaps, maybe sometimes.
Oh gosh.
But people that I meet online, I always jeer and I always complain. And I guess nobody will remember that person, that Billy last time. But maybe a few friends on Facebook. I hope you're not watching now. And if you don't, if you are, right, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was. Now I'm no longer one because I don't even have time to play games. Yeah.
Okay. So the only way to get a toxic player to be less toxic is to give him more work.
I guess make him lose enough lah. Yeah, okay. So much so that he's so immune to it.
But I think Malcolm will be totally different. But oh well, never mind. Malcolm, we need Malcolm soon. All right. Okay, then we have Nicholas Han with emoji, and then Wilson sure give a call. Wilson, you organize, then you call all of us easier. That's something I realized. It's always very hard to get people to eat.
Do you think?
Yeah, because
I'm always available though.
I know. I mean, to be honest, right? I've always been trying to organize, makan session, and then okay, you like every time you say something like marketing, right? Then the arrow will fall into. Yeah, so
you're just very good at planning. That's why.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why. It's a good thing to have.
All right, so Nicholas Tang is pinging us. All right, so I guess that's a hint for get to my other questions, bro. Okay, yes, I will do it. All right, so okay, what ground rules does the team emphasize a lot on?
Ground rules.
Or no rules?
Do you mean like hard rule sets, like hard rules that we have to govern the teams by?
I don't know.
Let me see the question
This is
again.
what he's saying. No, I just make it a bit more.
How do you manage to get the team to come to the common goal? Oh no, that's third.
That's the third
My
question.
apologies. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
spoiled it. What ground rules the team emphasize a lot on? The teams. I'm guessing you would say from my end.
Yeah.
From
Maybe
management.
maybe for team management. Yeah.
It's hard to emphasize. I would say, sorry for the sound. We of course want to emphasize a lot on respect and responsibility. I mean, it sounds overglorified lah. But if you're a pro team, a pro player,
Yep.
you have to have these things, because without respect, you're gonna have a lot of conflict, right? But respect doesn't come easy, and of course, it is a responsibility to keep yourself as a grounded player. Of course, right? You have to attend your trainings promptly. You gotta be responsible in general just to be a better player. Because if everybody is one team together,
True,
if you don't
true.
commit equally
Yeah.
the same, then it falls on you for not being an active part of the team. And but I think so far we have 3 teams, and every team professionally, we don't really see much disrespect. Also because we
Okay.
pay a salary,
Oh.
and I mean they have to perform lah, and they have
Yeah.
a code of conduct to follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like your football players, you
Yeah.
know, they have to follow certain stuff, otherwise.
But every now and then, you
Okay.
still in football, you have so much misconduct.
I guess they kind of like, it's like WWE, it's a drama.
It is.
It is drama.
But I mean, the monies they're getting paid, they're
It's
paid 1,000
insane.
times
Yeah.
higher and
Definitely.
more monies than us. So
Mhm.
I believe gaming, esports will get there. Maybe like football, but give it some time. People will start to get lazy, and they might just end up focus on games rather. Like look at COVID, right? You can't
Yeah.
even play much sports nowadays.
Mhm.
Last time there used to be Sunday League Soccer, there's hockey, there's all those games, but now it's tough.
Mhm.
Yeah.
True.
Good for esports though.
Okay, so let's go to the third question. Hey, Nicholas, I own you a coffee for sending me all the questions. Thank you so much. All right, how do you manage to get the team to come to a common goal? Actually, there's a lot of leadership questions that Nicholas is actually asking.
It is, and I
Yeah.
pride myself because I feel that I pride on the fact that you need to respect every player. Respect goes both ways. Many a times, players that leave teams, leaves a brand, esports org, is also because many a times management don't really know how to care, right? It doesn't always come in the form of money. However, I mean, the industry is pretty starved. I feel that, money is of course 70% of the game won. I think for a lot of players, they want to be paid the respect. So money is number one criteria. But I realize at the same time, my teams aren't really paid like as if exorbitantly high, right? I'm paying them market value, and every time I consider wage, I need to consider what they're bringing back to the company. So of course, they all know they have KPI to hit. They all know they have a duty to, of course, perform. Yeah. So in that regard, I would say you need to establish a very clear understanding when you sign a player. They need to know what your main goal is. Like if your main goal is chasing the tournament spot, then you better, as management, you better give them the resources. You better give them the attention, the support, and the things they need.
Okay, you just mentioned about resources. What kind of resources does a e-gaming team need?
That's a good question, right? Well, resources come along. I'll just look at the non-monetary stuff.
Okay.
Training space, even as simple as food and transport. Transport, luckily in Singapore, you don't really need lah. I mean, generally, transport...
Unless you go Sembawang. Okay, no.
Yeah. That one you don't need transport. That one you need a plane, perhaps.
Okay.
Sorry for all those people that stay around that area. Just banter, because I stay pretty much on the east side.
Yep.
But resources also come along in the form of maybe not just tangible stuff. Untangible stuff, maybe like emotional support, counseling, and really just being there for the player. Like I treat all my players like my kids, my children. That really helps me become a better parent in the future. but I really treat them as my own. With the little I have back then, and with the still growing whatever resources I have right now, I really treat them with a lot of respect lah. I mean, of course, I can't give all my players the same attention, but I always jump around. So yeah, I think they are here because they know that I care, and I think the genuine care matters. You know,
so you're like a care bear.
I'm like a care bear.
Wow.
Yeah, and I stare, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. Wow.
But it's tough lah because you're opening yourself up to a lot of variables. You're opening up yourself to a lot of vulnerability because now you treat all of them like kids. So now when your children hurt you, when your children sort of, disobey or disappoint you, and they come in not in one or two quantities, they can come in an entire team.
Ouch.
I think for everybody here, anybody here that wants to embark on talent management or like you manage a team of people that you have to care every day on, it's not for the lighthearted.
Yeah.
Right. You have to have a lot of grit. I think grit is something that is very important. You need to not be disappointed or defeated easily. You must always bounce back because you're gonna face defeats and victories on a daily basis. You win and you lose on a daily basis.
Wow.
Yeah. If you can handle that, try it out. If you can't, then don't set yourself up for this because it's not an easy job. I have to say.
Okay. All right. So, one question that's very relevant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Given the circumstances, how does COVID-19 impact through your management?
COVID-19.
Yeah.
Management. I think maybe a broad angle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've lost the Filipino team. Because of COVID, because there's just no way I can gather those players together to be in a gaming house together to play. I lost them also because they have to feed themselves. I think on a team basis, I just lost one team lah. It's not really that bad. However, can I see the question again? Maybe I can see how to answer it better.
Okay, given the circumstances, how does COVID-19 have impact through your management?
Okay, so I've also one thing I have lesser reason to meet up with my players, purely because it's not a very good thing to always meet on a daily basis. So back then, maybe when I used to be able to group everybody together, like 10 packs and above, we could gel and we could bond as a unit. But now asking them to come over is like exposing them. So I can't manage them as effectively because everything is online. Everything is through like a phone or like through a video call. So how good could that be, right? I believe everybody here, most of you guys are working from home for a duration of time. It's just different. You just gotta meet people for it to be solidified, right? Like a proper friendship, a proper working relationship requires a physical meet, a physical touch. Maybe just as simple as a pat on the back. As simple as that. You can't do it,
Yeah, so I mean, it's actually very interesting because like they are in the e-gaming side where everybody's on phones and PCs, but the physical touch is still very, very important.
It is. Of course, don't overly physical touch, but like like the bare minimum. I mean, my love language is of course physical touch. So myself, I will always empower or I'll always like end any statement of like, let's say for example, good job, man. So I'll give you a tap on your back. And like to me, I like it. I believe some people like it as well. So if you can't really see, my teams are now competing on a regional level. There's like some big games coming up, some big games that are even being played now, in which they played so well, and all I could do for them is just send them a remark, and maybe at best send them some food or send them some love via like gifts and stuff. But it's all you can't do it in person, and that really sucks. That really sucks.
Okay, I guess it's everywhere.
It is.
COVID has changed a lot of things, so that's quite interesting. So, all right, then, why did you decide to form this team?
Simply because I love it. I love the industry. It is one, fun. Number two, satisfying. But number three, I see a very huge potential in this industry. Is people say that it's matured. I think it has not yet. We are still an emerging market. So still looking forward to a lot of attention-grabbing news coming up for just our team and the industry in general. Yeah, and I think potential is definitely there, waiting for some non-endemic brands to come in, hop on, and join the cause. Because until one day Nike, Adidas, or these really big mainstream brands say, hey, I'm going to come into esports. Until then, we can't really say that we have matured as an industry because it can't be adopted by a lot of different forms of lifestyle or whatnot, you know.
True.
Until then, we are still going to hustle hard. But we're doing good, I believe. Year-on-year growth, we have been very healthy. Way more than healthy, yeah.
True. All right. So I think a lot of people always like to ask managers this question. You know, what was your biggest regret or mistake when managing the team?
My biggest regret is not putting even more effort into knowing my players. Put it this way, for my Call of Duty mobile team, if you're listening, shout out to you guys. If I could redo something, I would try to understand or know all of you guys on a deeper level when I could back then before COVID. But now, because of COVID, I could not be really too close with you guys, and I know it's just a tough time for even any form of management. So yeah, that's a regret. I wish I could meet them more, know them more, and be even tighter and bonded with them. Yeah. In general, I don't really regret much of things. Whatever I do is calculated. It is after a long piece of thought. So yeah, that's really one of the only regrets in the recent years.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe not meeting you earlier. That might be a Jingfu. And whoever behind this screen, everyone in this team, City Music, I don't know why it took me so long to get connected with you guys.
Okay. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Can you give tips to esports enthusiasts that wants to form their own team?
Okay. I'm gonna try to summarize, right?
Okay.
Through my 2.5 years of experience, I went through a lot of ups and downs, still feeling those kind of impacts, still hitting those walls every now and then. If you ask me, try to be as open-minded as possible. Don't look at esports as a clan. If you're one that looks at it as a clan, like simply chasing the leaderboards, chasing the ranking boards, being the first, I can tell you'll never be the first forever. Right? Nobody's first forever. And so with that, you are opening yourself up to a lot of missed opportunities. So if I could give a tip to everyone here, be open-minded, be explorative, look at all possible grounds to grow your business, and build a brand, not build a product. Because your players will move around, and your players definitely have the rights too. So if you own a team, if you have players that are really good, that believe in you, build the friendship first, build the brand first, let everybody in the team be attached to the brand, and then work it from that point on. I think everybody that believes in you from the start, you should try to bring them to the finish line. Not many people from the start are with me now. In fact, pretty much none. And that is also a defeat in my way. I really wish I could have carried some people along the way. But yeah, believe in your founding members and look at the brand first. Yeah. Don't just look at esports as a competitive game. Yeah.
True. I mean, it's more about winning, but it's more about doing it together and holding the. I mean, I guess what you say is pretty much covered or repeated in a lot of management training programs.
It is.
Yeah.
It's quite basic management, but
correct.
But it is something that we don't grow up with.
Yeah.
You need to learn. You need to learn through all sorts of situations. So I'm just glad I had to learn them at a younger age.
I mean, they don't teach that in poly or uni, right?
They teach you just words lah. And as with all self-help books, as with all the things you can learn online, if we absorbed every single bit of knowledge effectively, we will all be sincere already. We will all be saints and deities. Clearly, we have not absorbed every single bit. Yeah. So if there's any tip I could give you, is that
Okay. Okay, wow, that's a serious question. You know, like if your player found to be cheating, what's your take on this?
Good question. Good question. In fact, very apt. Applicable as well. I had a team in my Call of Duty setup. We used to have two teams, right? One in Singapore, one in Malaysia. Both teams were the best in their own regions, right?
Oh, nice.
So I had the best Singapore team, I had the best Malaysia team.
Wow.
But you know, my Malaysia team we were found to have in the team two people that were somehow avoiding misplay lah. I would say one person was using a wrong device because competitive play in mobile, you can only use mobile devices. You can't use iPads. One player was found out to be using iPad, and he thought he could get away, right? But the thing is, when you connect to the anti-cheats and the software that you have to activate before you start a pro game, it was found out.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's all the info and all the stats that's generated. So that's one thing. And the second was that probably a different device other than the ones that was registered. So in general, it wasn't a big problem. Only our Malaysian team was banned by ESL. And nothing shy, right? There's no way I could have governed them from a online setup. So we disbanded the team. We gave a public apology, and we only focused on from then on we focused only on this rule set, which is one team per title. So we of course only give the attention to one team in the one title. We don't have any divisive situations. We don't have one where there's favoritism. We just don't give ourselves the opportunity to get vulnerable lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, just to check. Okay. For those who are watching who may not be pro players, right? Why is an iPad not allowed?
Because the iPad is just too big. You get extra peripheral vision. If you play CS, right? On a standard, what's the standard? 9x16, 10x16 setup.
Okay.
You see X amount of things, right? But if you do a what by 25? 16 by 25 is it? Is that a widescreen setup? Something like that. If it's 16 by 25 or the one that is the ultra wide screen, you actually have extra vision by the side. Yeah, and I would say that same goes for mobile space. There's only like a 6.5 inch maximum, or maybe since the iPhone Pro Maxes came out, they upgraded to 6.8 or something.
Okay, so
but that's the maximum.
That's a max.
And some games don't even allow you to use the Pro Max.
Oh,
or the equivalent.
I can only use like this size.
Yeah, but most games have opened up because if they aren't
phones are
able
getting
to,
bigger, right?
not all competitions they supply you the phones because it's like regional or global competitions.
Okay.
Logistically, they can't administer all these things at once. Maybe it's just incompetence or whatnot. No shade thrown to any particular organizer, but it could happen.
But it's not easy to make sure everybody runs the same thing, because I mean
it is possible, but just tough because
COVID.
COVID doesn't really make that problem. I think
and logistics.
They're just lazy lah.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They're just lazy. And at the same time, they don't need to do it because most people competitively, they already have good phones, even better phones than the ones that they could supply. So I guess they just upped the ante and just allowed the Pro Maxes or like the Ultra for Samsung, basically the bigger screen ones.
Okay. So if let's say I have a foldable Samsung phone, that's not allowed, right?
Oh, definitely not. But it's a good experience though, and I mean, Samsung, if you hear this, you could sponsor our next podcast. Open up for that. But for Samsung, I think if you open up, it's gonna be hard to play. It's gonna be square.
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna be okay. If it's allowed, it's gonna be crazy. Everybody's gonna hop onto that, but it's just not allowed because they go by dimensions. They don't go by like phones. So if a phone is like this size, there's no way you can play with it. And also, it's not gonna be easy to play because if it's wide, yes, you have more vision, but you also need to do more things on the screen, or like your activations or whatnot, your controls. It's going to be a bit more skilled and a bit more tougher to use.
Okay.
So my guess is just stick to the base. I used to love playing with iPads until I realized using the phone is just the way to go.
Okay.
Even if you win, what's the glory in using a bigger screen?
Okay.
That's what I think.
Another one question I want to ask you guys. Sorry, I'm a noob gamer. Okay, I always die in all this kind of thing. But that's what I want to ask. Okay,
Me too.
I seen some devices where they can keep this thing at the side, and then you play like you're like in Game Boy, Switch, or that kind of thing. Is it allowed?
I don't know. It's not.
Not
purely because even if it's allowed, people won't use it. Why? It's troublesome.
Okay.
So when you play mobile games, not all mobile games allows this. Like Mobile Legends, your interface is pretty much fixed. You don't have much need to change the interface, or neither can you.
Okay.
But if you look at other game titles like Call of Duty Mobile, you look at Mobile Legends, or even like maybe PC games, whatnot. Having a bigger screen allows you to, in general, you put more buttons on there. You can even add more buttons, make the buttons bigger. So it's just a bit of an unfair advantage.
Okay. Well, if I have to control like joystick, that kind of thing.
If you use joystick, the problem is you block your vision. So let's say, for example, you're using it this way, right, for you out there. Then let's say normally the pro players use 4 to 5 fingers. So in general, so they're using 2 here and then 3 here, or like 3 here and then 2. You're basically playing like a crab, right? I mean, facts. And if you have these 2 buttons, it will interfere with you using any other buttons. I think it will be good, but pro players have already gotten used to the standard setup. So like having this thing there and this extra space taken, you don't feel as close knit. I think it's not so huggy. Like I think pro players like to have a setup that is just bare, and they'll just
they're so used to it already.
It's like if football players could play without shin pads, they would play without shin pads. But at the same time, it's dangerous, right? It's uncomfortable to wear shin pads. Yeah, same thing.
Because I was asking this question because there was one time I was using BlueStacks to play my Mobile Legends, and I realized that actually using a keyboard and mouse is actually.
But it's gonna be tough. Trust me. Phone player will beat you. On the same level, they will beat you. Because there are some things that using a mouse will not do for Mobile Legends. Like, because they are directional skills, like you have to click and then you have to push or a particular direction. Use a mouse, it's tough. It's tough. You ain't gonna do it well. It's not like Dota. Yeah, then if you want to use a mouse and keyboard, just play Dota. It's so much more better, right? And more worth your money and your time.
So we have a lot of comments from Nicholas. Thank you, Nicholas. And then we have one comment from Valerie. Let's bring her out on screen. Z-Phone cannot. Yes. Z-Phone.
Yeah, Z-Phone you can. I don't think you can. Val, nice to have you on the live stream.
Who's Val?
Val is my girlfriend. Nice to have you on here.
Like suddenly I was like,
just some support from there. But Nicholas was saying extra advantage considered unfair. Yeah, of course. Because at the same time, when you're using an add-on, a better branded add-on that has extra features would be somewhat better than another one with lesser features. So you're just opening up yourself, or should I say, like what he said, unfair advantage. You want everybody to be on the same playing field. So just bare necessities and go and play. But there's also like finger sleeves that people wear, finger sleeves, or they use like powder to make sure that they don't sweat. Because when you sweat, you have a tough time sliding. So like some titles don't allow, but in general, I've seen the scene just accept it over time because the scene needs to elevate, and with all these things added in, it will just make players get better. So yeah, I think it's good improvements from developers.
True. Then another interesting question. How did you manage conflict if you are together virtually? Example.
So when you have a virtual conflict, my question is, or should I say my problem is, do these people have the tendency to leave chats? Do these people have the tendency to disappear all of a sudden? Because if they disappear, then there's no point having a virtual chat. It's like having them, but they are not there. So it comes back down to the 2 things I mentioned, right? Respect and responsibility. Because if you have respect, you would not just walk away from a call. So at least they're hearing everything. Responsibility is also the promise that they have pledged to the team, to the players. If they are all in one cause, and if there's a conflict, they have a responsibility to each carry out to resolve the conflict. Yeah, so if you have these 2 baseline ethical wins, I think there won't be any issue. But of course, it's all subjective. Everybody's raised in a different setup, in a different home. They learn different kind of values over time. Some people have a tougher time growing up. Some people have an easier time growing up. So I think it is up to management now. It is up to management to bridge the gaps. And some people just don't have the EQ to converse. So that's why I say it. As management, it is a regret that I don't know my Call of Duty mobile team better. Because they are really the highest performers. Second in the world. How can I not know them enough? So if I knew them better, I could make them perform better. I could make them more accountable to each other. But I'm just glad. I have a good captain, Incendio. If you're watching, cheers. You are a very valued person in the community. Although we don't always see eye to eye, but you do a good job, and you make my job simpler. So yeah, I think another thing is empowering someone in your team. Don't fight to be the alpha. There's no need to be an alpha and omega.
Okay.
Like delegate, and even if you're a manager, pass that management to someone. Pass your authority to someone, and that person bridge the gaps for you. Because if you have a coach, then the coach will make sure that you are connected up with the players. If the players don't want to talk to you, they'll talk to the coach, and the coach will tell me. So so there's that. But see, you have to find that one person you could trust, right? Because if your coach is not someone you could trust and you give him the authority, goodness me, can you imagine the amount of
oh my goodness,
backhanded stuff that's going on behind?
Precisely.
I did have experience with someone in Mobile Legends, and the person is no longer in the team, but it has created a mess. I had players leaving because of that. I had like so much disunity and discord. But just be a good guy. If you're a good guy, the players generally won't mess with you or try to flip you around. Just be ethical, just be respectful, and just give the players your best. I never had the best salary. I never had the best facilities, but eventually I earned all of them back. I made sure they were remunerated the best I could, better than above the average. I'm giving them the resources and the space and the facilities and the sponsorships and everything else above the norm. So I mean, if the players can trust you, then you must give them back. Yeah,
precisely. Wow. Okay. One question. How do you manage superstars and
that's a very good question,
egomaniacs? Okay, let's put it on the screen.
Yeah.
How do you manage all of them?
See, this is the thing, right? You don't govern by your position. You don't govern by what you give them.
Okay.
You govern by what value you provide above all else. I think the value comes in from how you manifest yourself. Are you that person that they can depend on, right? In my opinion, if those superstars see you as a friend, they see you as someone that can give you the value up, the level up, then they will never disrespect you. Everybody is a master. Okay, that sounds a bit weird. Everybody has someone they look up to, right? Even people that are terror figures, even people that are messed up. Yeah, everybody is someone that they can count as, hey, this is my role model, and just be that role model. See, if you're a role model, even people see. I'm working. My business partner currently, Skywee. If you're watching, cheers to you. Have a great evening if you're live streaming. But at the start, it was not easy. He was somewhat a bit arrogant. No offense, guy. But he was somewhat arrogant. He came off a bit rude. But it's just how he was. He was a peak out of his career, making a lot of money, having a lot of fan base. It gets to people sometimes. So you match them, right? Of course, you don't match them by saying, "Hey, I'm better than you." No, you just acknowledge. You say yes. You just say yes, and you tell them, "Okay, cool. I think that is acceptable. But hey, do you think you can do it better this way?" And I guess over time, shower them the love and the concern, and just be there.
Just be a Care Bear.
Yeah, I mean, just be a Care Bear, right? Care Bear, if you want to sponsor, just hit the DMs.
Yep.
But Sky, he was just a talent.
Yeah.
Sky was just a talent. Care Bear number 1.
Yeah.
It's not yet, but it might someday.
Soon. Yeah.
Hitting my 30s soon in a couple of years. But yeah, Sky, he was just a talent, and then he was not a very easy one to manage. I signed him. He was the first signing of mine, and he became my business partner, and he became a friend that I could count on. He evolved, and see, this is the empowerment, right? As talent managers, you cannot just look at it on the angle of, hey, make money, hey, grow a business, hey, be successful, because all these are just superficial. Nothing wrong with having that, and you probably can be successful with it, but it might not be as sustainable as what you want it to. Like Sky eventually became not just a friend, became someone I could trust in, someone that I took all his advice very, very to heart. And everything I do, I want to ask him. We have lunch, we have dinner, we catch up, and yeah, it is amazing. It is an absolutely amazing feeling when you actually manage to tame some of these superstars and have them on your side. And I can say, very honestly speaking, we manage a bunch of superstars, not just in Singapore. We manage people in Philippines. Shout out to my up and coming Vietnamese partners soon. Thank you for working with us. If you're seeing this, hopefully we're gonna be good partners. But in general, right, we are managing a bunch of almost 700 to 800 talents, right?
Wow.
On a global level, in which these talents are 1,000 times, 10,000, maybe 100,000 times more known than me, right? So all I can say is, do you have one thing they can't do? And I think I've a couple of things that they can't do. So
Yep.
so thank God I have that. Yeah, just a
Okay.
blessing.
Yeah, now Raymark, yeah, giving us the hugs, and then Ray, why do you feel? Oh, you are so young.
How old is Ray? Oh, should
Young.
we not say it publicly?
Yeah, Ray is young.
Ray is young.
Yeah, he's not old at all.
He looks young,
He
definitely.
looks young. Yeah, but he's more.
It's all in the heart. Jin Fu, you're what? 20
times two.
times 2. But you feel 20, right?
No, it depends. When
Is
I
it?
run, I feel like I'm 60. but yeah. But I guess it is the mindset. I mean, I think today is very fun. You know, talking to you and because you're so humble and so nice. I mean, but you really manage a lot of amazing superstars. But you're still grounded, and some of them are, I mean, most of them are also very, very grounded, very stable kind of thing. I can see when I do watch some of the matches. Yeah, that all of them all look very driven and very motivated. Yeah.
Have to be on the same direction. They must be on the same path as you. If not, don't partake in that journey, because it will
Okay.
just end in sorrow and pain. It sounds dark, but like I said, it is pretty dark. Like, it gets painful. So if you're not in it for the fun, the ups and downs, then hey, you look for something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Ray, looks can be deceiving. Learning
Also?
a lot. Yeah. I mean. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
Okay, guys. Later, please go and stalk Ray Marks.
Yeah, I'm gonna
IG
stalk him.
And YouTube and everything. He has a baby face, but yeah,
Is there a way we can collab, Ray? I'll probably DM you. We'll see.
Yeah. We can go Malaysia together and eat.
Yeah. United by food.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go.
We can all have a Care Bear stomach. Care Bear, please sponsor. Thank you. No, sponsor the food.
Care Bear is what? Hasbro or what? Like somewhere along those lines? I don't know which.
Like, okay. No, funny question of the day. Like if you are, because you say you are, I always say that you're, I mean, like Care Bear-ish, that kind of thing, right? What kind of power do you want for your stomach?
Well, that's random.
Yeah, precisely.
Power for your stomach.
No, because the Care Bear, the stomach got power, ma.
Stomach. You're asking the viewers or you're asking me?
You lah.
Me.
Like they can have pew
Okay.
got sunlight,
Okay,
pew got rainbow.
I have one absolute big banger, like very good superpower, and you guys all the guys out there would resonate well with me.
Okay.
I wish my tummy could have permanent abs.
Oh. Wow,
And with
that's
that, you don't have to,
Yeah.
you don't have to worry.
That's a very
solid iron-packed 8-pack hot board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
I think that's good enough.
How much we eat is still 8-pack, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's very important.
Oh, that's good enough
That's
for me.
crazy important. Okay. I think we have time for a last question. So, okay, what do you plan to accomplish by the end of this year? This year means 2022.
2022.
Yep.
I aim to. Okay, so this is a really hard question because we just started the year. But if you ask me, I want to expand the networks and get at least 2,000 talents that we are managing under my care.
Wow.
Not directly, but I want to have that kind of size to say, let me bring Invicta to a further level. And shout out to Invicta for these headsets, perfect quality, audio quality is solid. In fact, at the start, if you can hear me, I started so bad, to be honest, because I felt difficult because I was hearing myself so clearly. There's this thing. I don't record often, or in fact, very rarely. So I keep hearing my feedback so sharper than I hear it normally. So I lost my train of thought often.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought at the start. But now it's good. I got used to that quality. So shout out to Invicta. We're going to have some solid new products coming up for people that support Almghty. We will come up with some surprises for you guys. So stay tuned. And we aren't going to end this yet. Do we have any other questions?
Okay, well, guys, we can take one more last question. Any takers, any question you can ask, almost anything, we will QC. Okay, this one was put. The headphones look really, really good. It's because he is handsome, not me.
Hey, Come on.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Maybe Valerie can answer that.
yeah. Okay. Very you are, you're.
She's a keeper. She's definitely a
you
keeper.
are biased. You are biased when you
Cheers.
say that.
Cheers to you. And I saw you laughing at the abs joke. I'm looking. I'm looking. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good time for all the okay. So we'll get more guests, and then all your wife and girlfriends can go and test them out.
Yeah.
That's so evil.
But we're tweaking it. We're gonna have better designs, better colors.
Yeah.
In general, we're just gonna improve. It's just the start.
Yeah,
and
precisely.
that's why we're doing this.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, everything, there's always a good beginning, and but having a good beginning, it's not enough. We always need to improve and make things better.
Absolutely.
So,
We want all these topics to be heard, and future installations as we bring gaming superstars, industry experts.
Yeah.
We also want more views, and we want more visibility. So everybody here, thank you so much. 15 people it's not a bad start at all. And please share our stories. Please share on Facebook, on Instagram. Let your friends know, because a podcast is just as good as the amount of viewers they have. So so just let us be heard, and hopefully our voices can help people that are coming into the industry.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, and also drive sales for Invicta.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So we have one interesting question. Last, by Nicholas Tan. What are the requirements to be part of your management team? Are you looking for any roles in the management team? Coffee boy is my role.
Yes, Nicholas. Coffee boy. No, I should get you coffee next time.
Yeah.
Well, we do have the need for people in Singapore. However, COVID does make it less effective. As of now, our team management staff is all over. My partners are flying all over through Korea to Philippines to US. But if there is intention, where there's a will, then let's see whether there's a way or not. We can always discuss. Drop me a message on the DMs. Let me know what you do. Let me know if a friend is looking for a job. I might not be able to offer, but hey, I know people in the industry, and they are always hiring, right? Everybody has a equal chance to partake in this journey. Esports is growing. Esports needs people. So if you think you can manage talents, if you think you play games well, then just be daring, because there's a lack of manpower. And there's a huge industry, so it's never too late to join. Not yet. Yeah, not yet. But it will be soon. So just DM me. I'll reply. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys. Wow. How about community? Hey, Nicholas, this is not the last. This is the last. Okay. How about community building in Singapore? I think that's very important.
You know what? This is a perfect opportunity to shout out to, of course, the next series of things that we're going to be doing. We are going to be building a community.
Yes.
And the community is not just driven by podcasts. It's driven by content that is
correct
with the community. So so Nicholas, if you want to be part of it, let me know. It could be volunteer. It could be. You could be spearheading something. You could also just help me out, or you could be part of this ecosystem. We really won't know. But what I can say is this whole year, the focus is on community. So if you have something to offer, please feel free to let me know. Like I said, DM my inbox and see if there's any opportunities to collab, or work together. Yeah.
Right.
You're welcome, Nicholas.
Yeah, you're welcome. We just read your comment. Thank you. Thanks, Billy, not me, for your insightful answers. And I asked all the pointers. Definitely. So that's why I owe you coffee for that.
That's the whole point. Like, the whole point of podcast is to answer people. So thank you so much, Nicholas. Cheers.
Okay, guys. So thank you for staying. For this 1 hour. I think we have a fun time. Answering all the questions and talking a bit of insane stuff. So once again, he is Billy from Gushcloud, also from Team Almghty. He's a kick-ass manager. He's a talent manager. He's the title for Almghty.
Yeah.
Then I'm the Care Bear wannabe from Team Invicta.
But we need Care Bear. Without Jinfu, this would not have happened. So thank you.
Right. So guys, one thing, although COVID restrictions has been loosened, please stay safe. Please do all the tests and everything. Be safe. Be good. Be healthy, so that we can go for more events. And stay tuned to both our Facebook and IG, because we will be doing a lot more fun stuff for you guys. So just stay tuned. If you Oh, wow.
Good sound quality.
Yeah.
For sure.
Atsushi-san. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yeah. So once again, everybody please stay safe, and then we will see you for the next our next podcast next week. Sorry.
Oh, it's good. It has to happen.
Yeah, it has to happen.
It's too perfect.
It always happens in the last part.
The podcast is too perfect. We need to have some, off takes and stuff like that.
Precisely.
But yeah, it has been great. An honor to be here, and whoever is coming on next time is going to be even more interesting. So stay tuned.
Definitely.
Thank you, Jing Fu, so much for this.
See you guys. Good night.
Yep. Good night.